Thinking of moving to Michigan? Careful, you just might hate it here. You see, lots of families relocate here, and the outcome is almost always one of two extremes. Lots of them absolutely thrive. They love the seasons, the schools, the neighborhoods, but others, a year or two later, they're saying, we're ready to sell. Michigan just isn't for us. And usually, it's not because they didn't do their research, it's because they weren't ready for the realities of living here. What's up, everyone? I'm Nick Baldwin, your go-to guy for all things Metro Detroit real estate. And if you're thinking about moving to Michigan, especially the suburbs like Troy, Royal Oak, Clarkston, Lake Orion, Berkeley, Auburn Hills, or Waterford, I want to give you the real story. Today, I'm breaking down 5 reasons you might not survive Metro Detroit. And I'm not just listing the negatives. I'll show you the flip side of each one so you can decide whether these are deal breakers or just challenges you can plan around. So stick with me until the end, because the last one will surprise you the most. It can sneak up on you and crush your budget if you don't know about it. So reason number 1, housing affordability and rising costs of living. Let's start with housing. Oakland County, where most of the popular suburbs are, is one of the most desirable areas in Michigan. And with demand comes higher prices. Right now, the median home listing price in Oakland County is $400,000 as of September 2025. Some sources put the median sale price closer to $385,000, which is up more than 4% from last year. That's well above the Michigan state median, which is closer to $280,000. And it's not just the sticker price. Property taxes here are some of the highest in the country. Heating bills in the winter spike, utilities climb, and little things like snow removal or lawn care can add up. If you're moving from a lower cost state, those hidden expenses can feel like a gut punch. Here's the flip side. If you're coming from places like California, New York, or even Florida, a $400,000 house here might feel like a bargain. You'll get more square footage, a yard, and access to great schools and community amenities. And if you're flexible, there are still more affordable neighborhoods or fixer-uppers that you can build equity in. So yes, the costs are higher than much of Michigan, but compared to many coastal metros, Metro Detroit still offers value. Reason number 2, high auto insurance and driving costs. Let's talk about cars. Michigan is the motor city, and you'd think that would make driving easy. But here's the truth. Michigan consistently ranks as one of the most expensive states in the nation for auto insurance. On average, full coverage here runs close to $3,000 a year. And in some parts of Metro Detroit, I'm looking at you, Highland Park and Detroit proper, premiums can shoot up past $5,000 or even $6,000 annually. So why so high? Michigan's no-fault insurance system used to require unlimited medical coverage, which drove premiums through the roof. Recent reform have given drivers more options, but we're still among the priciest states. And remember, insurance isn't the only cost. Our winters are rough on cars. Potholes, salt corrosion, constant construction detours, repairs and maintenance hit your wallet hard. But here's the flip side. If you live in certain suburbs, keep a clean driving record, and shop around, your rates can drop significantly. I've seen families cut their premiums by a third just by adjusting their coverage or bundling policies. And let's be real, if you're moving here from New Jersey or parts of Florida, those numbers might not shock you. They may actually look familiar. Most folks here do own cars, and once you plan for those costs, it becomes just another line in the budget. Reason number 3, financial strain even with a job. Here's something most people don't expect. Even with a steady income, many families still find themselves stretched thin. In southeastern Michigan, 40% of households fall into a category called ALICE. That stands for Asset Limited, Income Constrained Employed. Translation, you're working sometimes more than one job, but you're still barely covering the basics. Why? Because everything stacks. Mortgage payments on a $400,000 home, property taxes, winter heating bills, car insurance, groceries, childcare, it all adds up quickly. I've had clients move here from lower cost states thinking they'd be saving money, only to realize they were spending more month to month. But the flip side, Oakland County also has some of the strongest job markets here in Michigan. Healthcare, automotive engineering, tech, education, they all pay well here. And if you're in the right industry, your wages can offset the higher costs. And if you budget smart, buy modestly, or consider a slightly less trendy suburb, you can absolutely make it work. Families who come in with realistic budgets, not rose-colored glasses, tend to thrive. Reason number 4, harsh winters and climate surprises. You knew this one was coming. Winters in Michigan are long, gray, and unpredictable. Officially, we average about 42 inches of snow every year. That's well above the national average, and the season doesn't just run from December to February. Here in Metro Detroit, winter can stretch from late November all the way through April, and I've had years where May still felt chilly. The sun disappears. Detroit averages only about 180 sunny days a year. That lack of sunlight affects mood and energy. Seasonal depression is very real here, and let's not forget the hidden costs. Heating bills that double in the winter, winter tires, salt damage on cars, snow blowers, and shovels, all of it. But here's the other side. If you love 4 distinct seasons, Michigan delivers like nowhere else. Fall foliage here is breathtaking. Summer on the lakes, unbeatable. And spring, when it finally arrives, feels like a true rebirth. Homes are built for winter here. They've got insulation, heating systems, and snow removal infrastructure that you won't find in warmer states. And if you're into skiing, hockey, or just cozy nights by the fire, winter becomes part of the charm. It's tough, yes, but for many, it's also part of what makes Michigan so special. And finally, the everyday stuff. Reason number 5. Neighborhood and quality of life. Roads, sidewalks, snow removal, trash pickup. These things don't sound glamorous, but they make a huge difference in how you experience daily life here. And in Metro Detroit, the quality of those services can vary widely. Our roads have a reputation, and not a very good one. Potholes, cracks, and orange cones are just part of life here. Even with billions in infrastructure spending, you'll see stretches of highway under construction for years. Snow removal is excellent in some suburbs and frustratingly slow in others. The air quality is great in many areas, but closer to industrial zones, you'll notice issues. But here's the upside. Pick the right suburb and you'll get smooth, plowed roads, clean parks, well-lit streets. Troy, Berkeley, and Lake Orion often score very high in livability rankings. Newer developments tend to have updated infrastructure and better maintenance, so while the quality of life isn't uniform across all of Metro Detroit, many neighborhoods do deliver an excellent daily experience. You just have to choose carefully. So those are the 5 reasons people might not survive Metro Detroit. Now, here's the bonus reason that trips up a lot of newcomers: property taxes. Michigan has one of the highest effective property tax rates in the nation. And when you buy a home here, the tax value often uncaps, meaning your tax bill can jump significantly the first year or 2 after purchase. I've seen people buy a home with what looks like a manageable tax bill only to see it double after uncapping. That's a shock nobody wants. So here's my advice. If any of these 5 reasons make you hesitate, don't ignore them. Plan for them. Ask the right questions. Build them into your budget. While these challenges are real, plenty of families not only survive here, they thrive. They embrace the 4 seasons, enjoy the schools and communities, and love the value they get compared to other parts of the country. If you found this helpful, go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video with someone thinking about moving to Michigan. I've also put together a free relocation guide. It's packed with the best employers, top hospitals, school info, even cost breakdowns. All the stuff you need to know before making the move. And before you go, I want to hear from you. Which of these 5 reasons would be the hardest for you to deal with? Drop it in the comments because your answers will help me know what to cover in future videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.